wait a minute. I'm actually trying to read that word there really quick. But I'm pretty much, whoops, I messed up. Is that what I think it is? Anyway. For the saves people ask for nothing in turn, how great. Yeah, unconditional love, right? Yes, the winner's the king, the loser's the bandit. I figured that out. I'm like, wait, isn't that word for bandit? Oh, yes. The winner is the king, and the loser is the bandit. Basically saying like only the winner is the one in the right. So we're gonna leave. Yes, basically, the loser is the one who. I think we're done with the game, guys. All right, I gotta make sure I don't miss. 小虎一行. Wait, what? I guess we return the. I like how they put the text so fast that you could never read it in time. In any case, I guess they're sealing away the two weapons. She gave me back gave Xiaohu back the jade piece. Why would you say that? She's like, I understand the weight of May's worth to your heart. He's gonna give the jade back to her, no matter what. Don't leave me. Anyway, so she was like, she's thinking that she can't match the weight of how much May meant to him in his heart, and so she was like, I think, oh wait, auntie, uncle, see who I brought back? Oh, Xiao Yao. Ru'er? That's his daughter, right? Does she say anything? She didn't say anything. Anyway, please. Okay, we're back to this scene again. I like how they pick dialogues. If I find Miss Su, she wants to accompany him to find May. She's like, I'll help. She said, I will go by your side and help you find her. I understand your feeling. Let's go find her. If Yiru knew, she would be very happy. Okay. You're such a good person. So Chi-Chi's willing to go with him to find May, because she feels that May is probably not dead. Anyway, thank you for translating for them ahead of time. And that's the heavenly snake staff. So in the end, do we know what will happen to May? Anyway, she was gonna give back the penny. She's like, oh well, you like May more, so I shouldn't take that. Alright, so here's the credits. Thank you for doing the bigger translation. I already know the serving size. No, Illusion Queen. I already know how much Miss Su means to you in your heart, or how much she's worth to you. It is not serving size. I understand. She doesn't. He's like, no, you don't leave me. Anyway, that's what happened. And anyway, so the pearl was given to Xiao Yao, and they were able to resurrect, to get Yueru back on her feet. We don't know is it a full resurrection? It's probably a full resurrection. You also think it's my intuition? Yes. So right now, well, at least that part's done. We used one of the magical items, the 9 cycle resurrection pearl, to get her back, get Yueru. We don't. So then, like, that's why her father was like, oh, "You're alive." Yeah, Chi-Chi's very considerate. And yes, thank you for translating that. It goes by really fast, so it's hard for me to talk and read at the same time. we can't be sure she's really alive, right? Yeah, that's what I thought too. They decided to leave that ambiguous. Maybe she's just a puppet. I don't. She's just like, I can't say anything. But we don't know yet. But Yiru brought Xiaoyao and Yueru. In any case, if you don't know who Yueru is, I suggest watching a broadcast of the first game and you'll get the idea soon enough. And once you get through the second game, that's why her standing up and walking is pretty significant. Anyway, this is the credits. I'm not going to translate this because this is going to take... It's not really of interest to any of you. It's possible she's just a soulless body. It's very possible because she doesn't say anything. I was like, is she going to say something? Oh, she didn't say anything. They want to leave that ambiguous for now. Oh my gosh, we actually beat the game before 11 o'clock. I'm gonna wait till this. I like the music too. Yeah. I don't know why the game decided to make the dialogue move so quickly. Especially for some of those parts. It's just like, really? Yeah, at least like even Tales games have the courtesy to like give you a lot of stopping points so you can just move things along at your own pace, which is really nice. But this game, they expect you to read at the speed of light, or read at the normal pace. I mean, that's fine for when, like, as a person, if I was reading, I'm like, okay, I see what they're saying. But at the same time, it makes my job a lot harder because I can't translate on the fly because I have to literally read as it goes, and if I talk, I get distracted from reading. Anyway, I guess we're gonna wait till these credits do. I mean, so far, I mean that was. I'm kind of like that's the end, but let's see what happens. There's still game to go through, and let's see. Oh my. And someone's trying to message me and say like about the pump update, but I will not look at that for now. It's sort of like we don't know what happened to May right now, as of these credits, or maybe she'll show up, but in any case, the Heavenly Snake staff. Very Eastern way, though. Well, I mean, most of Shenzhen is not known for its very happy endings. Usually someone is sacrificed at the end. At least it seems like this is the trend for these two games. In the first game, Yueru was pretty much sacrificed. No, Linger was sacrificed. She died to defeat the final boss once and for all. Sorry to spoil you on the first game. In the second game, we don't know what happened to May. Chi-Chi suspects she's still alive, but we don't know. But this would be a plus. It was like, oh, everyone actually made it out alive. I'm more into happy ends. Well, yeah. Okay, the credits are over. And that's the word 1, which means completed. Hold on. Oh? That's a fox. Is that May? In the snow. Oh my goodness, this is poetry. I will get back to you on this one unless someone... That's the end of the story. Oh, well, thank you for that. They decide to throw the poem very, very fast so you don't even get a chance to read it. And with that, after the thank you. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is May wishing them well. Yeah, I figured as much from the... Excuse me, I'm actually going to... I'm moving up for a second. Of course, she's referring to herself. Wave goodbye to the... So yeah, she's basically saying like we're meant to walk different paths because humans and monsters are not supposed to mix. I know the marriage of Chininji means like you'll have a good marriage. It's basically a full marriage, a successful marriage. Yes. So okay. Well, thank you. At least you had that prepared for us, because otherwise I would have had to go back to this broadcast and get it. Oops. I'm gonna get out of here for now. I think we'll have this as the backdrop for... Okay, well, we've gotten everything translated, and that's it. That's the end of the game, guys. Her years of practice. Well, it's called yes. It's that year. Well, anyway, Illusion Queen. We'll probably have to explain what years of practice means. In this case, it means to have like a living creature that has practiced the way of Buddha is able to reach in like an enlightened form, or basically like you'll become like stronger than you're normally, like smarter and more powerful than you normally are. This is the same thing that happened to in the first game. There was a what was her name? Chai Yi, which is like she was a butterfly that like was practiced 1,000 years of Buddha to become able to change into a human form and have a very strong magic. But in order to in order to save the life of the person of the human she loved, she sacrificed that power, all that practice, and that's why she became her original butterfly form again. So we suspect that fox, which is May's original form, is probably what happened. Like because she had to use her, and because she had her practice, her power had grown so much in her house. Yeah, because monsters actually live a long time, or in theory, it seems. And so she had used all that power of her own practice of Buddha, and so she lost her ability to have a humanoid form and went back to her original form as a fox. It's related to Buddhism and like how like if you pursue the path of Buddha for a long time, you can become you can grow even stronger. So that's what it's related to. So that's why at the end, I guess so, yeah, and that's why it's kind of sad, because although the party, like Chi-Chi can sense that May is still alive, but they can't recognize her in her current form. And we don't know if they will ever live long enough for her to ever return that form, so they may never ever see her again. In any case, I guess that's kind of somber, but that's pretty much, that's the end of Shenzhen 2. We're done with the game. We're actually going to move on to, right, hundreds of years. Cultivation. The cultivation is kind of like, it's cultivation of mind and spirit, or like practicing enlightenment. Anyway, we've gone over that. Hopefully the chat has gotten the idea. It's kind of weird because in the West, this is not Western fiction. This is not a thing. But it's just more common to see this kind of stuff in wuxia. Anyway, well, we are done with Shenzhen 2, and with that, I can now move on to our favorite part of the whole stream, which is